If you've got a big cat, you know the struggle. Most automatic boxes are way too cramped, and honestly, I was tired of seeing my Maine Coon look like he was trying to fit into a shoebox. I went out and grabbed the 5 most popular models on the market to see which ones actually handle the size and the smell without breaking down.
Product number 1. Automatic Cat Litterbox. Assembly required. When this one showed up at my door, the first thing I noticed was that I actually had to put it together. It took me about 30 minutes, which wasn't a deal breaker, but definitely something to keep in mind if you aren't handy. Once it was up, the build felt solid. It has this sleek, white drum-style look that fits into a corner pretty easily, without being an eyesore. In terms of performance, the biggest win here is the noise level. I set it up in my guest room, and I could barely hear it cycling. It's a soft hum that's way quieter than my fridge. The app connectivity was surprisingly snappy too. I liked being able to see my cat's weight and how often he was visiting right on my phone. However, I've got to be honest, if you have a truly massive cat, this might feel a bit tight. It's marketed more for medium cats and kittens, and I found that to be true during testing. It's perfect if you have a smaller feline friend and want something ultra quiet that monitors their health. If you're okay with a little DIY assembly to save some cash, this is a great entry point.
Product number 2. Open Design Smart Health Monitor. Now, if your cat is a bit claustrophobic, this open design model is a total breath of fresh air. When I pulled it out of the box, I immediately liked that it didn't have a lid. My cats felt much more comfortable hopping in because they didn't feel trapped. The plastic feels durable, and the open top makes it incredibly easy to see when the litter is getting low without having to peer into a dark hole. The safety features are what really stood out to me during my week of testing. Since it's open, I was worried about moving parts, but the anti-pinch tech and sensors are super sensitive. Every time I reached near it while it was cycling, it stopped instantly. The health monitoring is a nice touch too, especially for keeping an eye on bathroom habits through the app. It's a very set it and forget it kind of vibe. This is the one I'd recommend if your cat refuses to use enclosed boxes. It's simple, safe, and doesn't make the room feel cluttered. It handles medium cats like a champ, providing that extra headroom they usually crave.
Product number 3. Ellenpint 90L Large Capacity. This is where we get into the heavy hitters. The first thing I noticed when unboxing the Ellenpint was the sheer size. The 90L capacity is no joke. It's a beast. Unlike the first one, this came pre-assembled, which I loved. I just plugged it in, poured the litter, and it was ready to go. The build quality feels premium and rugged, like it's actually designed to handle the weight of a larger cat. The no-smell system actually works. It has this physical cover that traps odors, and I noticed a huge difference in my laundry room's air quality within 2 days. The 9-liter trash bin is a lifesaver. I went over a week without having to empty it, even with multiple cats using it. The infrared sensors are also top-notch. It pauses the second a cat gets close. If you have a multi-cat household or one very large cat and you're tired of daily maintenance, this is the winner. It's a bit of an investment, but for the convenience of not scooping for 10 days straight, it's worth every penny. It's easily the most industrial strength option I tested.
Product number 4. Pet-Safe Scoop-Free Crystal Pro Legacy. Taking this one out of the box, it felt completely different from the others. It's a tray-based system rather than a rotating drum. It feels very sturdy but lightweight. The design is pretty low profile, which I liked because it doesn't scream robot when you walk into the room. It uses these specific crystal litter trays that you just slide in at the bottom. The performance is interesting because it's focused on dehydration. I noticed that the crystals soak up liquids almost instantly, and the rake system pushes the solids into a covered trap. It's probably the cleanest looking process out of all 5. There's a health counter on the side that tells you how many times the sensor has been tripped, which is a low-tech but effective way to track habits. I'd say this is the best pick for someone who wants zero contact with the waste. You just pull the tray out, toss it, and slide a new one in. It's perfect for a single cat home where you want the absolute minimum amount of mess and don't want to deal with pouring heavy bags of clumping litter. Product number 5. Feel Needy Odor Control Robot. Finally, I tested the Feel Needy, and I have to say, the cat ears design is actually pretty cute. But beyond the looks,
This thing is built like a tank. It's another pre-assembled unit, which I appreciated. The top fill system is probably my favorite design feature. You just lift the top and pour the litter in without having to bend over or struggle with a small opening. The odor control here is the best of the bunch. It has a silicone gasket that creates an airtight seal on the waistband, and I couldn't smell a thing even when I was standing right next to it. It's compatible with almost any litter type, which gave me a lot of flexibility. The 11-liter trash bin is massive. I managed to go about 2 weeks before the app told me it was full. The safety sensors are super responsive too. The drum stops the moment it feels any extra weight. If you're looking for the best overall balance of aesthetics, odor control, and capacity for a big cat, this is my top pick. It handles the dirty work better than almost anything else I've tried.